Yeah, so it's a pretty straightforward thing. Begins with research and discovery, which then moves into writing, editing, and then comes validation and experimentation. So we've got in that first phase, I say research and discovery, but it ends up then turning into this like mini phase called planning. So synthesize everything you learned in research and discovery and then plan what you're going to do so that you can write, wireframe, edit, and then move into validating. So is the market actually likely to not even respond well to it, but is there anything in here that could be off-putting for people? A lot of brands are way more terrified of negatively impacting in some way than they are hopeful that they'll get positive results out of it. So oftentimes validation is just like, let's just make sure we're not like breaking our brand somehow here and like our audience will come away not liking us or totally confused about what we do. But yeah, that's the basic process in research and discovery. You're doing exactly what it sounds like. Like this is the part when I talk about those books that I launched with on Hacker News. The first book was called Where Stellar Messages Come From. And it's about like, stop staring at your screen. And I know I can say this till I'm blue in the face, and I will say it until I'm 190 years old, and people still will not want to do it. But I think ChatGPT will help with this. You don't want to just like stare at the screen. You want to go listen to what customers, prospects, your audience, lookalikes, what they're saying. And then you just shut up and take what they said and put it on the page. And I know it's slightly more complicated than that, but it doesn't have to be that much more complicated than that. So you go and listen, you take what you hear, you like, depending on how much you hear, you might be categorizing things. You might find like, oh, here's the categories, like just segments, audience segments, and then what they're saying. So like a basic table or spreadsheet where you have problems that X market. So VPs of marketing commonly talk about this problem when it comes to a solution like ours or our category, like what it solves. And things like that, right? But we want to go listen, we want to categorize what we're hearing so that we can then write for people and make it sound like we're inside their heads in ways that almost no copy actually does because of so many things we're telling ourselves about what web copy or a perfect SaaS landing page is supposed to do or how it's supposed to sound. Your headline should be 6 words long. It can't be longer than that. It definitely shouldn't be in the first person. Did you just put it in quotation marks? You can't do that either, right? Like all of these like crazy ideas that I honestly, God bless designers, but I think they come more from the design world than they do from persuasion and actually like conversion copywriting or direct response copywriting. So that's the process though.